Hello people, welcome. Happy Thursday. Only stream for today. We've got some long streams coming. Those watch parties these next few days are going to be pretty long if I remember correctly. I think those usually go for like, what, 5 hours? So those will be starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So only streaming one time here today. But then tomorrow we start the RLCS watch party, grind, the Ember bets, and all of that good stuff. So, looking forward to that. Welcome to you. Thursday, always a pretty chill day. We did just have weekly reset in this game, which means that, you know, back to the grind, getting our weekly missions done. So that's what we'll be getting after today. 69th, Jeremy. Giggity. Whirly, you were first though, bud. Very nice. And welcome to you guys. Don't forget to please like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it.
Be able to transfer some
Hello?
stuff if you like save it up, but
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. I am ready to queue for whatever.
okay.
You're not my real dad.
How dare you?
Sorry, I was in my inventory. Do it again. Controller
Jeez,
problem.
This guy. This freaking guy. Imagine playing on a controller.
Yep.
Brant, Goat, Whirly, thank you for the likes. Morning, afternoon. What's on the schedule for you today, Mr. Goat?
Are you here for the treasure as well?
You said that's
Since I know you got the next day or two off.
The master of gold
Yeah,
and
tier
red
2s.
merchants. We came here to look for the
Much love for you,
legendary treasure
Brant.
buried on the island.
Hope you're proud of yet another great tourney performance on Friday. You always show out.
Adventurer, I ask of you, please find the other merchants.
Sure.
Thank you.
touch the no square. Hit him. Hit him. Yeah.
Damage buff.
Oh yeah. Stunned again. This gladiator build shreds, bro. I'll just fucking die.
No, he has to be annoying and teleport around.
Oh, I was talking about the fucking ads that were being dickheads, body blocking me from getting to them.
Stop jumping, dude. Oh my god.
He had his Mexican jumping memes this morning.
Learn from the best. Fire, always fun playing with peeps and vibing, and you host amazing tournaments, why I always come back and play. See, I was thinking of actually doing those probably bi-weekly. I'm not fully decided on that, but I know I will absolutely promise one per month, but I want to shoot for 2. Because it seemed like people were really glad those came back. And that stream did do pretty well. The high today is in the 70s?
Bro, where?
Frickin' Arizona, dude.
I'm moving there.
That sounds like a great day, Goat. I'll sweep you. I got stunned, bro. No way an
Same,
ad
bro.
stunned me.
But at least we lived.
Imagine not knowing that.
Imagine.
Imagine being a winged freaking horned freaking lion thing.
Just jelly.
It is pretty cool.
I'm drowning myself right now just to show it to you, but it's fine.
Lions can swim.
But can they swim if they're standing?
Can they drown if they're standing?
I was just telling Stormy earlier that my fucking swim mounts are only like level 2, but everything else is 5. And I'm like, I guess I'm gonna try to find some swimming mounts.
If you get a new mount, is it a guaranteed level?
Nah, they say how many growth points are inside of each mount.
Yeah,
And
but
gotta
how
get
do you
30 points
30
per level.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 points per level.
I've been thinking about getting one because I'm slower than literally everyone else.
But if you buy them like from Lucent, they only give you 3 growth points.
3?
Yeah. Your best bet is to do your Amatoy expeditions to places that have mounts in the tier 2 selection test. And then that's how I've gotten all mine. Oh goddamn, that hurt. Good heal,
Pretty
Stormy,
good
thanks.
damage on this group.
Got you.
I didn't even know I had the red beam on me. He fucking ripped my face twice. Hold on, don't open it yet. I'm gonna switch to single target. Cool down.
He's probably gonna hit it. I hit it,
No, you didn't.
and then they hit it.
Okay, okay.
Get over here for damage boost.
No.
There you go.
And he's phased. Oh, I have aggro.
I'm starving. You can find me.
Just stay under so you don't lose your stamina fire. I'll make him go everywhere. So.
Yeah, what he said.
Pretty sure he said so tired or so dizzy or some shit like that.
Bitch, you missed.
He said, ugh, I feel so cold.
Yeah, there you go.
You sounded angry about it, though. God, I hope we have a turnout today.
Yup.
The second one fires, stay right here on the boss. Don't run around.
Okay.
Because that's what caused us to get one of our randos killed yesterday. Is if you're not standing there, he doesn't disappear on the second burn.
Imagine time.
Why is this one not clear up? And block. Far by the fence, by the fence. Just one.
It's under 40 when he does too.
Yeah. Oh, He didn't like that fucking 41 times too. Oh, you son of a bitch. I was almost done with my guillotine.
I'm starving. You will be confined.
I love how this is supposed to be like camo.
know
Oh,
what he's
she
doing.
did. Oh, I don't know how they lived that through that. Ian, welcome. Charles, welcome. What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Welcome. Damage buff.
Noise. Right when my shit came up too. Some of our bows aren't using deadly marker.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Yeah, I know, I can see it. I'm like, why are we not getting deadly markers?
The only other person is that Sarah person. They aren't using it.
Imagine.
Scrub.
Ooh, another 42 points here.
It doesn't do any damage, guys. Why would you use it?
That's
Weird flex.
It, like, if it doesn't do any damage, it doesn't help my DPS, so.
Not those words on the very end that says reduce cooldown per critical hit. What? No way.
It would be nice only if I had something to do. I thought you said you had some friends there, Goat, that, I figured you'd probably meet up with them for some drinks or something. Maybe you catch up on a Netflix show or watch some movies you haven't ever had time to watch because you never have time to watch stuff. Maybe
you don't
consider
like to watch
some
stuff.
actual chill time. You never get to chill. You're always working.
Let me know in the queue.
Oh, you're fine. I don't care. Keep it going.
God damn, it's fucking instant queues. I was trying to clean my inventory.
500 ornate
Because
coins.
we have tank in here.
Man, I am tempted to get that flying goat.
Bruh.
Ain't no way you're getting the goat over that new like moose thing.
Hardly
You're-
anybody
you're
uses the
just trolling,
goat.
right? That goat looks hideous.
That's why.
That's
I
why
want
nobody
it.
uses it.
I'm not, you're streaming, so I'm gonna keep my comment for later.
Jeremy, there's a flying goat mount in the game, and I know you probably want me to get it to manifest you.
No. Do not even put that evil on goat.
Nah, he
That is-
deserves better.
Yeah, he
dog.
deserves a better goat than that dog. No, no.
If there was a dash version of a goat, I would use it.
That flying goat is awful. Goodbye.
Stop them!
I should add spear on for this one, but it's fine.
Stop them! Feel the flames' power!
All right.
Sick.
yoinking?
Oh yeah, I was a little distracted. Fuck.
You're
Oh,
good.
there he is. There he is. No, not that. Okay, you already exploded him. Literally
One
exploded.
shot. Dead too.
We have the good deeps. The good.
I still don't understand why people run staff fucking great sword in PvE.
It is. It had its moment. PvP, I feel like.
PvP, yes, not PvE.
But like nobody runs it. Whoa! They just pushed me off.
Ah! That's revenge, son.
Nobody really runs that anymore, though. Even PvP, I feel like. Do you see it anymore?
It's because it's so clunky. There's no fluidity to it. You get stuck. You get caught. You're stuck. I imagine this dude just used his fucking second stun on the one I already stunned.
Jesus, babe. You have an entire mob on you.
It's fine. I just
Oh.
doubt things.
You want me to kill some? There you go.
That one guy over there didn't die.
Fuck him.
You sound really concerned.
And boom!
It's literally what happens when you run from your healer. So I don't care.
They're all like one shot fire. Do something.
Do something. Wow. I was spamming my piercing strike on them the whole time, waiting for somebody to actually hit him.
Oh, you want me to do everything? Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, be DPS, maybe.
Damn, you hear this, Sonny?
Yeah, he hates me too, trust me.
These would fucking push him out of my
Why
explosion.
Oh yeah, why would I clump them all up for better AoE? Why would
They were
I
all
do that?
clumped.
I was already, they were clumped and they were on top, like I had just Heaven explosion them and you moved them off of it.
Oh no.
These guys are gonna tell me how to tank.
Imagine.
Like I haven't been their main tank for 3-4 months now.
But you took away damage and you're bitching about damage.
No, I grouped more of them together because there was some behind them. You didn't know that because you're too busy looking at one group that you're trying to explode.
To be fair, this group's damage is dog shit. Aside from dog.
No, they're not. We melted everything.
No, it's our single target is good, it's the group is not. 'Cause all of our builds are single targets.
Yeah.
Well, except for the spinner, I don't know what his excuse is, but we'll just act like I didn't see a spinner in our group.
I didn't even realize there was one.
Ow.
Well,
Oh, touch the hole.
Orly, that sounds awesome. Drop opportunity. That's close enough to walk to. That's clutch.
Who wants to walk, dog? I don't even like walking to the bathroom.
To be fair, you probably could bike there, Orly, if you have a bike.
Ooh, a
Damage.
unicycle?
A unicycle.
Ooh. Ugh, I got out of it.
bro, I removed the fire debuff from you, and then he immediately get. Bro, how
He's
are you
dying.
guys? Maybe
Bro,
don't
there's-
stand in the fire. What the
Three of them.
fuck?
Who does that?
Dog.
Who stands in fire? Besides Stormy, but that's a different
Oh
standing.
my
I
god.
mean,
I'm not the one in.
you didn't have to like explain it.
Bro, this
Oh,
is gonna
boy.
take forever minus 2 people.
Fine. We're just gonna see if we can 3-man the dimensional trial later. It's fine. I think we should be okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, we got the sheep. Okay.
I mean, I can use him to kill the sheep if you want.
No, we got
Wait,
the
wait.
sheep.
The sheep should be okay. I might, if we lose anybody else, I might have you pop a damage buff on me before the sheep phase so I can burst it. But
Yeah,
other
we
than
can
that,
do
we'll be okay.
I literally do 0 damage, so.
No, we chilling. I know I can kill a sheep.
Okay, I do 5,000 damage, that's good.
Ah! I went on my fucking fury attack and didn't know. How long is your damage buff cooldown?
I have 40 seconds on it.
Okay. I was just trying to see how many guillotines I can get in between and then I'll hold.
How long it lasts for? I think it's 12 seconds. It says 9,
Go
but
left.
I have buff duration on. So it's probably a bit longer.
I did not get a good crit on that one. That was rough. Yeah. This El Maco's not too bad. So we have 2 Ravagers. We should be okay. Yeah, you already killed the second sheep too.
Yeah, I always damage buff right here because he's stationed there for us.
Yeah.
So you've got it. And it is 12 seconds, so I think that's only
Oh,
one
it's one
guillotine.
good row.
Yeah.
Yeah. One good row though. It's my all of them. So I just burst it, and everything else is on generic rolls. We'll still get it though.
Tim Getz, thank you for the like. What's up, Tim? How you been, man?
That's on me. I'm going left. He did. What? Hit the fucking squares, head.
This guy.
My character was just like staring at it. Yes, sir. Bang!
We both landing guillotines at the same time.
Too bad our scrub ass other guy couldn't land it at the same time. He probably would have died. Bang. Should die before next scrub.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeeze. Bro, move your body so I can open the chest, please.
What's up, Ethan? Marv, Jesus. I'm telling on you. Marv said he's gonna touch me inappropriately.
Ooh. Don't threaten him with a good time. What? Oh, that's me, sorry.
I'm not worried.
I'm not worried. Ethan said Marv, me next, please. Ethan, he is barely legal, okay?
Hey, less than 18 will get you 20.
Imagine.
Torture chamber.
Tell me, I'm-
Calling it. Okay, never mind.
Right.
Don't say that, dog. Don't wish that
Literally,
kind
we've
of
been getting it so much lately.
Why? It's so easy.
It's dumb.
I mean, okay, I'll give you that.
It takes
Doesn't-
just abnormally long.
Nah, you're doing it with the wrong group, bro.
Even with good damage, it's a long boss fight. So you're saying he's a freshie? Oh my god, Ethan. Oh
That's why
boy.
we can't have nice things.
We don't have any range DPS in this party.
Yeah, but I mean, all of this shit's about to get melted.
No, I
Yeah,
get
all
that.
great
It's-
swords.
it's-
Spears, all the gladiators.
Holy. Yeah, this is about to go night-night. Watch this shit. Get down here and push all these down there to them, and I guarantee you they go night-night.
I tried, and I
You're
failed.
like, let me put them in the bush.
Yeah, that was definitely nowhere near helping anything.
That's funny.
I mean, they still melted, but
I'm gonna do a push.
okay.
Intruders! Stop them! Feel the flames' power!
I had to get my stacks back. Motherfucker.
Intruders! Stop them!
All right, on this guy, I'm gonna give us all damage buff.
I'm not there yet.
Help! Come to me!
Oh,
All right, if you don't want me to pull him, I won't.
I'm so used to tanks not, dude. It's just like instinct. You gotta remember, I've played this a lot, so I'm used to a lot of shitty tanks.
Help! Come to me!
Where is he? There he
Same
is.
side. Yep. Why the fuck did you change the target to that?
Barely Legal is most searched somewhere, I'm sure.
Whoa.
Well,
Marv. Did not have to go there.
I was gonna say, he's trying to get your Facebook banned.
Oh my gosh.
Why'd that bomb have to explode?
because it hates us.
I'll get far
Valid
back.
justification.
Well, I think we was going to back one. I'll go for Let me fucking attack, dog. God, no.
Ethan? No way, dude.
Oh. Bro, you pushed him on the ledge.
Yep, you're gonna have to go get him, darn.
Like 6 of them said the same thing at the exact same time. You guys not hear that?
Good shooters!
Yeah. It's like, Jesus, bro.
All the hunters got downed at the same time. Oh yay, look at me, I gotta go jump down here to my fucking death to kill something the fire pushed off. Fucking dude.
I love that for you. I'm gonna put a tornado down there. Here it comes. Yeah. How am I knocked out when he's down there?
Donkey is sleeping in my lap.
Yeah, don't
How
worry,
much
dick.
does Donkey weigh?
How did I
Isn't
not
he a
die?
pretty big doggo?
Oh my god. I hate you.
I'm dead.
110, dude. 110-pound dog is sleeping on your lap.
Don't start it yet. Alright.
Kill them all!
God damn, 47 times 2. I like that fucking buff.
If these guys die again,
Oh, it's a totally different group, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
They haven't been standing in AoEs. There's been AoEs all over.
Yeah, there are,
Yeah.
you know, not
Bye,
NPCs.
Ethan. Enjoy the fam time.
They know if red's under their feet, they should probably move. See, look, they even have a, yeah, they've got a bubble on and they're still moving. It's just like ingrained in my head, don't stand in red.
Buff.
Oh, daddy.
47 times 2 again? Oh, I missed the block, my bad.
Crush you all!
I'll learn how to jump one day.
Damn. 2 sheep phase already. No way, I missed the sheep.
Imagine.
No.
I love that
Oh,
you
there you
just
go.
tapped his head against the shield over there, like
Kill my
doing
sheep.
0 damage.
Your sheep died.
Damage.
God, I love that. I missed the jump again.
Great sword problems.
I swear to God, I hit his ass every time. Never fails. I'm like jumping and pushes me right back into the mechanic.
I got your dad.
Yeah? Well, you're dead. It didn't times 2 or otherwise you would have been. I'm just eating it.
No way.
No way.
You're a hooker.
Probably could have killed him, honestly, but I appreciate the not being taking the risk.
I'm still gonna come try now.
Bro, the sheep.
Got them! With the sheep. Ooh, I got a dark seraph ring. What is that?
Literally ice fishing while talking to you. If my spelling sucks, you can guess why. Probably cold as hell.
Hooked on phonics?
Hooked on phonics. Haven't heard that in a minute.
Sorry. I had to.
Hopefully you catch something though, Corey. Are you fishing to keep or are you throwing back?
Oh, is that Atlas? I'm not sorry I said that.
No, it's not Atlas. Different Corey.
Damn. All right. Wisdom.
When we don't catch a fish,
fish.
we catch a buzz. I like that.
That dark seraph ring looks pretty trash.
Dark what?
Seraph ring?
Oh yeah, the
The one
loot.
that comes out of, yeah, the loot out of the, got added to my litho group. What the? Hello?
Fuck was that?
Okay, I was making sure it wasn't just me, dude. I was like,
No, it still says matchmaking.
somebody probably canceled, but yeah.
Mick Thugabutt.
What
Love
is
that.
up with this dungeon,
Oh,
dog?
that's Dynasty. Jeez.
I got snapped.
Yeah, it's gonna make us keep running this one, I guess. I mean, as annoying and boring as that is, at least it's fast and easy. Whatever.
It's just dog shit.
And Ritvale, we did have in our party a little bit ago. He was pretty good.
Somebody hit the thing. I'm switching to my screen.
Hey Viscount, did you see the new armor set, bro? Sean says, I'm a winner today. A local hamburger shop serves quality that is better than Five Guys. They have a Thursday special with a burger and fries for $7. Same price as McDonald's. Almost, for great food. Food talk done. How dare you, first of all, and second of all, even McDonald's charges more than $7 now.
Oh yeah.
You can't get a combo under 10 bucks anymore. I'm gonna wait for these guys and then push them. Yeah, Corey said, where do I buy $7 McDonald's? Exactly.
Where are you at?
Right there.
Oh, I fucking touched the wrong one. Wait, do you pull him? Oh, you confused me. I don't know, dude.
That is pretty nice though, pretty nice though, Sean. We don't really have places like, I mean, we have places like that, like we have local joints that serve great food, but they're not better priced. In fact, they're more expensive. Which sucks because I would much rather support a local business and the quality is better, but I mean, come on.
Do y'all not have cookout out there?
Cookout?
Yeah.
No.
What? No way. Bro, cookout, you can get like an entire meal for a day for like $8. And it's good as shit. Who's got my umbilical cord? Get the fuck away from me, dog.
Umbilical cord. Viscount, to me, the new set suits like
Oh,
bow
later.
users the best. Too bad they did.
I want that shit
Gonna
so
be on
bad.
pause anyway.
It's
Oh,
like
grinding the whole
it's like an antler. So like there's a helmet that has like huge antlers on it, and it's kind of like
It's dog shit.
feathery. I'm
Whatever,
personally
it's
not
so
getting
cool.
it, but I know Stormy really likes it.
I need it.
It looks like a
Trying a new
Never mind.
spot, hoping there's fish don't care to keep. Gotcha. How cold is it where you're at right now, Corey? No damage yet. Now.
Yay, the other bow's doing the deadly marker.
Yeah, I see that. That's just popping up quick. I'm like, yeah,
I had
yeah.
2 of them at least, and then he put another.
I just got 2 hellacious guillotines off to the way. Oh, I missed it, bro.
I got your dad. Well,
Alright, apparently we're killing all of them today.
Bitch, that hurt. That's my butthole. I did not give you consent to do that. Oh, I guess I could have spreading that heal on cover for you. My bad.
All good. I know, I put it down and everybody's like, bye, and I'm like, stay.
I always come back in the middle because I wait for him to do that.
$30K
Sorry about that again.
times 2, not bad.
There you go. Fire out there hitting the gym and shit.
Hey, we put a dumpy in here.
45 times 2. Get him. Oh, I love getting blue.
That's all blues this whole time. I love it here.
Sean says McDonald's charges $10. No way, that's insane. I accept low quality food for low pricing, but $10 is steep for cat/dog
Welcome.
patties.
Welcome to Washington.
I mean, I can't say the price in other states, but I know where we're at is pretty expensive. That's for sure.
It's like $7.98 for a Big Mac meal now, for which after
What?
taxes are looking 11.
Dog. No, that's
That's
like 12 or 13
wild.
here for a Big Mac meal.
Really?
Yes.
What the hell? Hey, I'll need to move.
No shit.
Yeah.
Come to North Carolina.
Honestly, I've not been a fan of male cosmetics in this game. I'm considering switching to a female character just to have decent looking aesthetics. I mean, the last one, the one that I have on, is, in my opinion, the best male one yet, but I agree. I think most of them do tend to female characters. Korean devs be like that.
all the men in the damn game playing a female character. Duh.
You right.
There's probably like maybe 200 females that actually play this game.
I think that's an exaggeration. There's definitely more than that.
We have 5 of them in our guild, so
I was gonna say, damn, we must have all of them then.
yeah.
Let me show you that cosmetic though. Here, Viscount. Hold on. Or not. Probably won't get to.
No,
Yeah.
you don't get to.
Don't get a 10-minute
Dude.
for
Bro, again.
Bro, this is not random.
This one, Viscount. On female, as you can imagine,
trolling me.
there's a lot of skin.
Doesn't everybody have a lot of skin?
You dumb.
Wow.
We done had this convo multiple times. Moved to Kentucky. Everything is cheap here, says Atlas. Honestly, though,
Bro, Kentucky's still cold, dog. Fuck out of here.
we don't care about that as much. Stormy loves snow.
There's still snow on the ground here.
I need it. We haven't had any snow this year, and I'm mad.
I honestly, Atlas, like, I'm down for anywhere that is safe and cheap and has a good place to raise Cade. That's like the minimal things for me.
So not New York City, got it.
Yeah, no. Or like Detroit, you know? Like maybe don't do that.
Yeah. You don't want to go to Flint,
Detroit
Michigan?
is a great neighborhood.
You don't want to go to Flint?
Oh, I'm good on that.
Bro, they just got shredded. That was a good grouping player.
Thanks.
You didn't shove him in the wall that time.
Damage.
Proud of you. Oh. Yoink you?
Where is he? There he is.
Oh god,
Hey.
we spaced him. There's two of them.
Really?
Yeah. There was two beams on him. Oh no, we just had a shadow bastard from back out there. There it is.
Yeah, dude, the AoE in this group right now is crazy.
Two spears, that motherfucker just got shredded. Easy.
Move to Georgia. Honestly, our friends, It's Cold, Blake and Shelby, have had us considering that a little bit, but it's not super cheap there.
No.
Georgia is not cheap.
Georgia's a bit of a wild state. Especially if you get any kind of close to Atlanta.
No, I mean, they live on the border.
I know where they live. But
Yeah.
still, it's not. It's more country out by them. Or I guess you would say suburbs, maybe.
Yeah. Honestly, though,
Okay.
Atlas, like, Kentucky doesn't seem bad. Doesn't seem bad.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I got family in Kentucky. I love it there, but it's just too goddamn cold in the winter.
Then you would laugh at our other option we've looked at, which is back home where I grew up,
Where?
Western New York.
No. You don't have that
That's,
shit.
now that is snow. You want to talk about snow? Yeah, lake effect snow don't mess around.
And they're all dead. Like that.
Yo, who's attached?
You say Viscount? Is it not pronounced Viscount? Why do you say that, Dev? It's spelled Viscount in game. For birthdays, there should be a week where you don't pay for expenses. I'm not saying you go out on town, but imagine a week where meals, utilities, and a small present is free. You go to sleep,
Whenever.
and your card/bank account does not drop for 7 days. Can you imagine? We live in way too greedy of a country to allow something like that.
I did it! Oh, I did it!
I did it.
I love that for you.
I was faster than him.
That's not bad at all, honestly. Yeah, I mean, for my class, I wouldn't like it. I like the beefy armor I have on since I'm a tank. But I don't dislike it. I think honestly the helmet is cool. The helmet is cool. I don't like the armor as much.
I'm the opposite. The helmet's stupid. The armor's cool. I'll tell you when you're not streaming what I think of the helmet. Tony already knows.
Yeah, you told me.
It's just not appropriate. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Block. What?
My controller's broke. Just confirmed. Bro, Mito doesn't know how to not stand in fire. Or red shit.
This is the
Dog, are
first
these
snow we've
people
had in
good?
3 years, but we did get hammered this time around. First snow in 3 years?
And where? Kentucky?
Yeah.
What? Really?
I guess where he is, at least.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because it snowed there like when I was up there for my buddy's wedding. But yeah, it's a different area.
Atlas said Litchfield, Kentucky, 4274. Look it up and check out the schools.
How far is that from like Cincinnati, Ohio? If you're listening.
He's listening. Damage.
Oh yeah. You like literally time it right when I hit my full smite and it just does like 5k per and I'm like, oh my god, that's great. Yeah, this
We
damage is
love
good.
it here after moving away from Louisville. That's what he said, yeah.
I know about the Louisville, but that's still I think like 2.5 hours from my friends. I can't remember the smallest little town we go to. But we fly into Cincy and it's like 20 minutes and we're at their house.
I assume that's a 1200 pack. How much was it, babe? Lucent?
Which one?
1100.
11, yeah.
1100.
11 or 12 miles.
1100 for a viscount, so
Hold on, I'll look right now. Yeah, it's 11 for the
So,
Sacred Grove bundle. You can do the other one and it's more, but there's one for cheaper.
he said I'll
no,
need
that's
about
the
another
final.
tree fitting. Another tree fitting. Honestly, don't do it. Don't do it because you need to buy a transfer ticket, my friend. We're getting out of here.
Yeah, fuck this, sir.
I've already made creations. I don't know if you were in here when I told Stormy I was putting creations off instead. I was farming our contract at night earlier.
Wait, what did you say?
I was pissing creation off in Shadow Crypt. Because I was farming our guild contract and it turned nighttime, so I just started murking all of them.
I love that.
And they kept calling me weak even though I was killing them.
They're
I'm like,
calling
"What?"
you weak?
And it was literally just me. It's not like I was zerging them.
Kills 3 of them. You're weak. Like, alright.
Well, weird
Good.
flex. You want one?
Upstate New York is nice, but still expensive AF. Yeah, I'm not talking about upstate. I'm talking about Western New York. So, like, you know, Buffalo, south of Buffalo area. It's where I grew up. And, I mean, it's not necessarily, I don't think it would be Kentucky cheap, but it would definitely be cheaper than we are here. I know that it's a super safe area, a good place to raise a kid. You know, I know a lot of people there. So there's definitely benefits, but there's also negatives. I mean, I lived there for a long time, so I know about the negatives. He's correct. It is Viscount? How the heck would I know
Why is
that?
there an S? Wait.
Isn't it crazy to think that someone could only pay 51, 52 weeks per year?
I got
51
time
out of
for
52.
Un mas, and then I gotta go do my dump run.
Okay.
And then I can do some tier 1s when I get back.
Yeah. Probably switch to tier 1s in a minute.
I'm doing arena,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I am bored out of my mind.
Oh, okay.
After this one.
She's like,
Okay.
I swear to God if it's the same one. Okay.
Yes, thank God.
I just needed something different than fucking butchers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
That would be pretty cool though, Sean. I think a lot of people would start caring about birthdays again.
What's a birthday?
I'd still prefer the less formal, just Cold is fine. The only reason I don't only call you Cole is because of my boy Blake, who is It's Cold, and I usually call him Cold. But he's not here, so when he's not here, I'll call you Cold. This seems like the good deeps.
Won't touch my no square. What?
We'll get a light dusting
Oh, wait.
every now and then, but nothing over an
I keep
inch until
thinking-
last week.
I keep thinking this is a damn dimensional and we have to kill everything, but we don't.
Only Stormy would have a problem with that. I don't care for snow, so I would be happy with that scenario, Atlas.
The casters are dead.
Is it a good grip? I'm southwestern Kentucky, only about an hour and a half from Nashville.
Oh yeah, you're a Chris on them, yeah. They're on the north side.
So he said 3.5 to 4 hours from Cincy.
That's not too bad though. Next time I'm up there, I might have to drive 2 hours south if he'll drive to meet for lunch or something.
Bang.
And damage buff.
The damage buff is so lackluster on the Great Sword Spear though, because you don't get to see those big numbers.
Yeah, but you see a lot of big, small numbers, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Is like bow or staff satisfying with like big numbers? I know greatsword is, but like, is there other weapons in y'all's experience that are like you can get huge crits?
The Liberator build.
Bow you can.
Yeah. If you spec right, you can oh, we didn't phase him, that sucks.
A lot of people low
Oh,
health.
sick.
Holy.
Because all of us got stunned, dog.
Hello?
I've never seen that.
Bro, what happened?
We all got stunned at the same time and then died.
Fire's about to kill himself too, standing in purple, bro.
That's fine. I use buffs. I'm fine.
I know purple's a pretty color, but sometimes you gotta stay away from it, dog. You ain't gotta pull no pull, no pull.
Oh,
DT.
damn it. I also thought it was DT.
Fine, just drag him into the boss.
Yep. Cold says, I have mine still, my dude. You start the server with one? As in, like, I should have a transfer ticket?
What up, girl?
What do you mean by that? You start the server with one.
Like you could get a free one way back when, and I had one when I started my character on Sanctum, but it didn't transfer over.
If I have one already, it would be in my inventory, or my storage, but I doubt I have one. He said I still have mine from early access server. Okay. Yo, what is with this group? Doc is enamored with the ad. Lake effect equals getting buried in snow at least twice a year. Yup. You're right. Multiple feet. I don't know, I just hated hearing you say Viscount. Well, geez, sorry. I'm assuming it's from an anime or something that I haven't watched. Ain't gonna be able to do it. Cold is cold. He can be chilly. Alright, get over here for damage, Doc. If anyone, at least we can have it. Why does it feel like we've done this 100 times recently?
Because we have.
Yep. Not this way, bro. What are you doing?
Bro, actual NPC, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god. Stop knocking me back. I hate this boss.
That guy just got 30 stacks and is gonna die, yep.
What is this group?
I saw it happen.
They died at every mini boss as well.
Yeah. I've been literally soloing a beam for the last 2 rounds.
I think these are actually bots. Ain't no way they're not.
Damage.
Remember, next one's gonna be 2 far.
I'm soloing this beam right now.
Yeah, Genbu just doesn't care about stacks at all.
Yep.
Watch your stacks, fire.
Yeah.
Stack.
It's 30 though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy is he's an actual bot, I'm convinced. Running around in a circle between the purple lines, like dog.
At least he's alive.
How?
He hasn't touched the beam once.
Yep.
That's probably why. Damage.
Oh my god, now I gotta touch this beam. This guy's an idiot.
Look, can you watch him? Does it look like he's doing attacks?
Not really. He has the red mark. Let's see what he does with it. No, he's standing right with it in the middle. He's a fucking clown.
No way I'm getting pulled by
I told you.
this.
Told you.
Now he's standing by me.
Bro, this is absolutely cringe.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my god.
Here we go. Bro, is it just me or is he using abilities really often? Holy.
They ain't doing no damage though if he's using them that often, bro. Let me tell you what. And now he's gonna put a fucking eyeball right on my face. Yep, there it is. Back up.
Oh my god. How does it feel to know that we're literally 3v? It's just us doing this right now in a tier 2.
Yeah, we might as well have just came in here with a 3-stack.
I wish you had your staff on so you could pull him into the one of the one-shot abilities. How funny would
I
that
really
be?
want to. I'm not gonna lie.
Do it.
I
Pull
don't
him
have
right
a
into the
staff on.
pull it. Switch.
I don't have a staff with me, dog.
Oh.
If I did, I would.
I wish my push let me push allies as well.
Fucking
Look at him,
shove
look at
him
him.
out. He's literally the one fucking us over.
At least he's throwing basic attacks, okay?
Yeah. He's 300 damage. He's literally gonna drop the eye on my fucking forehead again. Yep, there it is.
No more of a bot than our two that were actually dead.
He said uninstall.
At least he lived.
Yeah,
He only lived because he didn't touch a beam.
Yeah, he only lived because we saved him.
It's not hard to put in your scripting bot to stay away from fucking lethals. Fucking loser. But I'll be
Well,
back.
easy farm.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'm gonna make a snack. I'll be back too.
Okay. Ugh. Wait a minute, Cold. What? It's effing nobility, you noob. Chill. What are you coming at me for? The higher classes were already taken? What do you mean the higher classes? Like, well, I'm lost. Let me check my storage also for a transfer ticket.
Before your bags start to get heavy, put things in storage.
Where would it be? Skill conversion, litho. Appearance change. So yeah, I don't think I have one. All right. Loving my glitch energy, by the way. It's amazing. Nice. Glad you like it. Hopefully gives you that big time energy that you need. What happened to the training do? Did I use it? Maybe I used it. Damn, I don't remember. Did I store it?
Before your bags start to get heavy, put things in storage.
I must have used it. Ranking in nobility, Viscount is my title. You've got others like Duke and such. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is though. Nobility? Is that a game? Sorry that I'm a noob. Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. You're just talking about like just in general, like yeah, okay, like titles and stuff like that from like medieval times, stuff like that. Okay. Alright. Now we can extract things. Not that.
Human items are fascinating. I love seeing them.
Atlas, he didn't see the comment though. Big sad. Devin woke up on one this morning and I'm here for it. Hold on. Stayed home today. Amelia came and jumped in my bed at like 8 asking for medicine. Gave her some. We just woke up half an hour ago. What? Your child can wake up that late? Can you send us some of that medicine? Nobility just means royalty. No, means royalty or like royalty. You're playing a game. I know, okay? I got it. Stop giving me attitude. Sheesh. This guy. John, thank you for the like. You freaking Viscount and Devin both need to take a few chill pills. Dial it back. F it, we need to loosen it, so
We can even increase your storage size.
we'll go with those, and then on that one we will transmute. We don't even need to transmute that though. Why did I just hear that extremely loud? Toy ho!
Turned it down, sorry.
What was that? Hello, Goth?
Hi.
How are you, man? I feel like it's been a little
Can
bit.
even increase your storage size.
Well, I'm usually here.
No,
You're
I know.
usually somewhere else.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I get it though. You got.
If you need
I imagine you got like a lot of other whatchamacallit
Before your back start to get heavy, put
things to
in
do
storage.
for your streaming and whatnot. Like you still stream what's it called? Rocket League, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm streaming right now, actually, but I'm streaming TL.
Oh, nice.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
So when you're not in here, you're usually doing Rocket League, probably, right?
yes and no. I mean, I've been on a lot of calls lately with various people that have not had me be in here and just trying to be prepared for the future of the guild, but I'm hoping that very soon that'll finally come to an end because we're finally on the tail end of this this current alliance, I guess is what I'll say. And it has created a lot of calls and work, but at the end of the day, I really do miss being in here and hanging out, so I'm trying to put more effort into just like chilling.
Yeah,
I
it
remember I
seems
was
like it's a
talking
lot
to you
of-
last night, and you, I was like, Goth, what do you know? And you were muted. I was like, okay, fine.
No, it is because there were so many people in the channel, and you guys were saying like, "Oh, that's a goth question," and I was like, I know you guys were just like having fun, but I was like, I don't have the answer to that, but
Fair enough.
I do have the answer now. I do have the answer now, which I think you'll actually I posted it in TL Help if you ever want to take a look at it. Of all the stuff that we should be getting, I don't know if we're going to be getting it all. We're supposed to get a Tico talk on the 21st.
The 21st, yeah. I did see that
So-
on Twitter because I guess I do follow them there.
Thank God, because I don't have a Twitter account. I was like, does somebody have a Twitter account?
Yeah,
It's-
so I've been following along there, and Tico Talks are always good news because anytime there's one of those, they have like big news coming. So I'm really looking forward to that. But counting down the days, that's still 5 days away. We'll see.
Yeah, I kind of figured Korea was going to get the new mastery system first, and we were going to get it second. So
I watched a little bit of Cannon's stream when he was going over mastery stuff. It honestly seems pretty, like actually really impactful.
oh yeah,
So I'm excited for it. But when I was watching, I only saw him go over, I think it was Dagger mastery. There's some insane stuff in there. Like, I'm kind of worried that daggers are gonna be even harder to fight because they're already really useful. But we'll see.
they are good. It's going to be game changing for them for sure.
I saw one mastery skill in particular that was for 3 seconds you get a shield based on how much fortitude you have, and like that
Oh, yeah.
shield for people who actually stack fortitude, it would be like over 7,000 HP. Like, can you imagine? That's ridiculous. 7,000 extra HP for 3 seconds, and people in a stream like, dude, it's only 3 seconds. It's like, in PvP, like that's a long time when people are using abilities on you and you're being CC'd. Like
Pretty sure Big Von got a little wet when he heard about that. Because that'd be really good for Steelheart, you know, like his build. So
yeah, but it is it's dagger only, right? That mastery.
oh, that's right. He is shield, and never mind. I forgot that he is. Well, okay. Well, even considering just the dagger spear, you said 7,000 shield, right? On top of their 4,000 shield that they can proc.
Yeah, so
their
basically, if you use Gilded Raven, it's a 7,000 shield, more or less. So, you know, while that is once per 60 seconds, I still feel that's going to be huge. And if that's only one example, then I can only imagine what the other mastery trees look like. Do you think that's like, what do you think is the next big thing that we get? Mastery, or like, what do you think is next up?
I think the masteries is going to be a huge meta shift. 100%. I've been saying it for like ever since I heard about it. It was like a month ago. I kept telling people that were in channel every time I kept talking about it, because like I was like, oh, you guys should check it out. You guys should check it out. And people are like, oh yeah, maybe I will. And I'm just like, no, you should. I posted another video. Aragon is a YouTuber. A lot of people.
Yeah. My follow. I subscribe to him as well. Yep.
Yeah, he comes out with a lot of videos, and he
Him
just
and
came out with
Welps.
another one today. But yeah, Welps. But he posted a video, I think a couple days ago, because he's on the Korean servers as well. So on the 15th, he posted. He goes over every single passive, or I guess node. Not every node, but like the ones that matter, you know, for every single weapon.
I need to watch that
I
then.
think, yeah, it's just skipped. There's a timestamp, so you can just click on like for you. It
Sword,
would
shield,
be,
and greatsword.
yeah,
Okay.
or even wand, right? Because there's times you use wand as well, which I think wand is going to be the biggest, one of the biggest game changers for them at least, is the fact that they can now pretty much go DPS and not heal if they so choose. And I think the reason they're doing that, whether it be viable in PvP or not, I think the reason why they're doing that is to prep them for one-man dungeons. So a lot of people, a lot of people are going to be making specific builds that are going to benefit them in one-man dungeons, because the one-man dungeons are supposed to be actually kind of hard, because they have 5 different levels to them.
Okay.
So you know you could start at like easy, and then go all the way up to the 5th level, which is like their hardest level, and then it's going to drop. You can get different type of purples out of it too. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. But I think that's what that's why they are introducing the mastery tree, is mainly for the one-man dungeons. I mean, it's definitely going to help in PvP too. Like you were saying, the shield with the daggers. I think what's going to even make it tankier for them is one of the dagger skills that gives you evasion. So right now it gives you like 690 evasion. If you put points, well, actually, you don't put points into it. You unlock it, right? So you have 2 skills that you put points into, and then it like connects to the node. And once it connects to the node, it just unlocks it automatically. As long as you, well, not automatically. You have to like use Solid to unlock it, but you know what I mean. Like once it connects, it's like boom, it's yours. You can swap a lot of your passives, your current passives, and completely change how the passives work in the game. So for daggers in particular, that give you 690 evasion, you can swap it to endurance instead.
Wow.
So it'll be 690 endurance rather than evasion. So that's going to benefit the spear dagger build a lot more, because you know it's, as much as a lot of people are using spear daggers, that evasion passive isn't that great. But now it's going to be even better, because you can, you know, stack it with your endurance build or whatever. Especially if they're running, what did you say, Gilded
Gilded
yeah.
Raven. Yeah, Gilded Raven is the endurance set.
So I think it's gonna be interesting, honestly, because like for example, I think it's Willbreaker and Deathblow for Greatsword. There's a node that allows you to use it while moving.
No.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how effective that's going to be, but
Very.
I'm guessing you can charge it while moving. Is
Yeah.
basically right.
Yeah, that's huge because really, Great Sword's 2 abilities require you to stand in place, and so obviously that puts a lot of importance on stuns, which is, Great Sword has plenty of those, but when you miss a stun or people use their trinket or all of these different ways to get out, then you're pretty much useless. So I do like that. I think that adds some mobility to the class, other than because we basically, like, our only hope is to stun and prone, and I know people hate that, but like that's why people make builds to counter it, having high evasion or perfect blocking, or a lot of different ways to basically make a greatsword user useless. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think from what I gathered from the video, because there's like 4 different sections, right? There's the attack section, the defense section, the support section, and the tactic section. So a lot of what I'm seeing and what other people are saying is that the defense and tactic sections seem to be the most powerful areas, whereas like the support and the attack sections are kind of like hit or miss for a lot of the weapons, which is fine. I think but it's really interesting how when you take a look at the video, you'll notice that they're basically new passives is basically how they're going to work. And you can choose to, specialize or put points into that direction to unlock them. But your passives become completely new passives. And then, of course, it's almost like playing a new class when you start specializing into it. It's really interesting. Some of them are kind of like whatever, but the whole point of the tree is to get to the epic unlocks, and you can have 2 maximum. So out of 4, you can only have 2. So for example, for Greatsword, in their attack section, they have one when your health is 50% or higher, your critical damage reduction decreases by 7.7%. But when your health is below 50%, your critical damage increases by 7.7%. So you get less reduction when you have higher health. So I don't know how well that's gonna fit for like endurance builds.
Yeah.
But if you're going for more damage, like this is more of like a glass cannon type of thing, right? It says when your health is below 50%, you do more critical damage. So those are for those heavy hitter glass cannon greatsword build users who don't really care about taking, because there's like 3 different builds for, like, from what I understand, for most melee players, is that there's like a hit and evasion build, or sorry, hit and CC chance build. There's an evasion build, and then there's an endurance and resistance build. So with those 3 builds in mind, I guess it just depends on how you're gonna specialize. But they have a lot of interesting ones. I think from when I was watching Whelps's bow kind of got shafted, which is, I think, to some degree he's right, but there are some cool ones that they got. But I think Bow got the worst of it all. Like, they didn't really get any cool abilities or anything like that.
Yeah.
Another one is like when perception this is for Greatsword, because you're a Greatsword user. When perception is 70 or higher, your stun and collision hit chance increases by 110. But if your perception is below 70, then your stun and collision resistance increases by 110. So if you're going more defensive, if you're going more offensive, like there's It's like a win-win, just depending on whether or not you're stacking perception or not. But I would definitely take a good look at it. There's definitely a lot of interesting ones. Some of them are. I think staff is going to be really good too. Wand, daggers especially. It's almost going to make people want to switch. But we'll see.
See, I've been basically going off of like, it seems like everybody's saying, well, definitely for T2 you want to be endurance. So that's kind of what I'm preparing for, is an endurance swap. 'Cause I think a lot of people are even saying like, even now it's better, and that's fine, but like, I don't have the resources right now to dedicate a full build swap. So I'm thinking I just full swap over to endurance for T2 is what it sounds like is the best.
Especially if you're a tank. Again, it all depends on your play style, right? Because I just watched a video for like just Great Sword Spear, for example, and the way he broke it down is that if you're going to build like high hit chance, then you're also going to build towards more like evasion. Because you're a glass cannon, you're in there to do as much damage as you can and take as less damage as you can. And to take less damage, you kind of want to run evasion, right? Because you want to evade the hit completely. You don't want to actually get hit. So you kind of like jump in, do damage, jump out. Then you go back in, do damage, and jump out. And then there was the endurance side of it, where you can stay in the fight a lot longer, especially if you have like a healer. And that's when you have like endurance and high resistance, because if you're building towards endurance, you're typically building towards fortitude, and fortitude gives you more CC resistance. So yeah, if you're going to be, especially you as our main like tank, I think endurance is definitely going to be more your style for being in the fight, especially since you have charisma as your pocket healer. And I'm sure you usually have 2 healers on you at any given time. If it's not her, you probably have her and Storm, or her and Pochops, or whoever.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I probably could start building a set now, but
Well, you don't have to build like a T1 set. You just do what me and Dark, because it seems like me and Dark, I'm sure a couple other people are doing it, but I know Dark is for sure. I want to say he's ahead of me because he says he already has 3 pieces. The idea is to just kind of like, I have a shit ton of blues. I'm running out of space. I literally spent some Lucent to just make more. I hit the max inventory for both stash and personal, which stops at 300, which is not enough. I wish it could go a little bit higher, but 300 is like the max for both. So I have 600 spaces, and my stash is completely full, and I'm at like 270 in my personal stash, just trying to get rid of little things here and there. But most of it is just gear, and a lot of what we're doing right now is prepping for tier 2, because we probably won't get tier 2 till like March. And basically what we're doing is we're taking cheap, like inexpensive purples, and we're basically fail crafting into these purples with the blues that we're finding in our abyssal token farming, because that's where we get most of our blues from.
yeah.
And we're fail stacking. You basically want to complete a trash purple. You want to completely trade it out. But on the way to trading it out, you want to get up to about 4,180 blessings on that purple. Once you're there for that T1 trash purple item, you just save it. You put it away. And you don't level it up. You leave it at 0. You don't level it up. When T2 comes out and you see a piece of gear, you're like, oh, I really want that. Make sure it is the piece of gear that you want, because once you invest in it, it's going to take you way longer to invest in another piece.
Yeah, I was watching a video about tier 2 items and like how much more you need to dump into them. Like basically tier 1 purples are the equivalent of blues with right now how we stack into them. So the
Pretty
only
much.
way for it to count as like a guarantee is another T2 item, which are already hard enough to get. So that definitely seems pretty daunting, but I don't know. I was talking to Dark, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing he's gonna do, which is the first few weeks, just like unless it's like BIS, something I really want, I'm just gonna sell everything because everybody's gonna be buying up traits for their tier 2 items, and they're gonna be buying up the tier 2 stuff because that's the best, you know, the guaranteed trait instead of having to buy T1 purples or whatever, and rack up a bunch of Lucent in that first couple weeks of T2, and then utilize that Lucent to stack up my own stuff.
That's pretty much, yeah. I think one of the videos explains that you basically want to start saving a lot of your trade extraction stones because it's going to cost, I believe, 50. Everything's double. So the T1s are 25 to extract. The T2s are going to be 50 extraction stones to extract. So when you start getting your first T2s, and you know they're going to be part of, that's another thing you'd have to ask Dark or me, and I'm not really looked into it yet, but I will once we get closer to it, to see what all these Koreans are building and what is the popular items that a lot of people are going to be going for, kind of like the swirling essence robe for T1, for example, which I was making like 500 Lucent every time I came across it in that one dungeon, which was a good bankroll. But yeah, the idea is to just extract popular T2s that you come across in the first couple of weeks, throw it on there for stupid amounts. Even if you don't think it's going to sell, it probably will, because of the whales that still exist in this game. And that's what you have to count on, right? You have to count on those whales that are willing to spend like $1,000 for a trait just to get it unlocked, right? The prices will definitely go down once all the whales have like bought out everything, and at that point they don't need to use like the tier, you know what I mean? Like they don't have to use it to yeah, I would say about a month, like the prices will be pretty high, and then it'll start to like slow down and crash a little bit. But that is definitely the smart way to go about it. I know a lot of people want to be like, oh, I'm going to keep this for later because I need it.
I'll
blah,
admit
blah, blah.
I am that way, so that's why I'm glad I talked to Dark, because I do think that that's the play.
Absolutely. I mean, even if you, whether or not you plan on using the Lucent to buy the gear later on, or you just use the Lucent for Battle Pass or whatever, you know, it's just a smarter move. Especially if you get it out of dungeons. Because if you get it out of a dungeon, then it's like, okay, you're most likely to get that out of a dungeon again, if you're lucky. But I think, yeah, that's my goal too, is just to try and make as much Lucent off the tier 2s and just extract the traits. That's all I'm going to be doing. The other thing would be lithographs. I believe the materials to make the lithographs are going to be doubled as well too for the tier 2s.
Really?
Yeah. So like all of the magic ink, all of the materials that you need to lithograph tier 1s, you know, you can do that for tier 2s, because there are going to be certain things you can't really. I mean, you can still extract certain things, but say like you find like a good weapon that people are going to want, and you know, you could. But that's also, yeah, you could sell the lithograph, and people will try to make the weapon for themselves, because, you know, well, what is it? You know, people that want the item and not the extract, right? So like making the lithograph of certain pieces of gear that you can't just sell, right? You can't just throw it on there. Here's the piece of gear. So yeah, it all depends on how popular the item is too. So I think certain lithographs are going to make a lot more money. Like again, like if it's a swirling essence robe, for example, yeah, you can extract the trait, but it's not going to sell if nobody has the Swirling Essence robe yet. So that's going to be the same thing in tier 2. A lot of people are going to get the item, but they can't sell the actual item. So they're going to have to start selling the lithograph first so that people can craft the item. And people that are extracting the item will be able to start making money. The first people, anyways. The first, like, wave of people. You know, all those whales are just going to be like, here's my credit card, blah, 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 blah.
True. Prices are going to be ridiculous in the auction house, which I don't even know how it's going to go, because honestly, the auction house right now is in a very bad state. Like, nobody's buying anything. Prices are awful.
Yeah. I think that'll change too. It might, well, maybe not change. I think the prices may or less stay the same for tier 1s, because people are going to need those tier 1s. You know, they're going to basically treat them like blues, right? They're going to buy them. Hopefully they don't fall below a certain threshold. Because you remember how in the beginning, like, you were able to sell like greens for like anywhere from like 20 to 50 lucents. Now you can't get anything above 10. And the same thing for blues. Certain blues you used to sell like in the hundreds, and now you can't get anything above 50. You know, very rarely will you find something that's starting to sell for 50 unless it's really a rare item or trait for that item. And purples are even now starting to fall below 50, and I think that's terrible, because I'm
They're
like,
gonna
it's
go
not
back
worth.
up. For sure, they're going to go back up for T2 items, because T2 items are going to be so expensive that the only way you're going to be able to try and trade up your T2 items is via purples. And so when that happens, then those are going to go right back up.
Yeah, people aren't very smart when it comes to the market in this game, you know, and I get it. It's like the market in real life. You know, buy high, sell high, buy low, kind of situation. But I think what people need to realize is that when T2s drop, you need to be able to, I'm having a brain fart right now, but you basically need to, hold on. My brain's still like, I just woke up not too long ago. People need to like start selling the T1s at a higher price. They need to realize that people will buy those T1s, even if you take something that's like currently, let's say, like a lot of T1s right now are like 50 lucent. Even if you double that and shove it back up to 100, and I mean everything back up to 100, people will buy that. They will, because in fact, I think T1 should be sold at almost triple the rate that they are now in the auction house, because again, they are in a low area of like in the 50s to even the hundreds, but I really think they should go up to like the 200s and 300s. Why? Because you're going to slow down a lot of the whales. I feel they're going to want it. Eventually they're going to crack. They're going to want to buy it. Because they're like, oh man, I was like, I don't want to wait. I want to like get all my gear now so I can enjoy the game and whoop everybody's ass right now. I want before everybody starts catching up. A lot of people have that mentality where they want that ego. They want to be this like powerful, like, Super
I get
Saiyan
it,
type character.
because you want to like instantly be strong, but I also feel like the reason I'm not gonna be like that for tier 2, and why I'm not caring too much about like saving up on, like I am saving contracts, but I don't have that many. I'm not going that crazy, because that just takes away the grind. And if you get up too quickly, you're gonna be one of the first ones who's bored waiting for the next thing to come out. Like, the grind is what keeps you coming back to the game. And if there's nothing to grind for, it's too soon after T2 comes out, you're just gonna quit. There's nothing for you to do.
Oh, that's what the new mastery system is for. So that new mastery tree that they dropped, right? I'm currently like 19 on my bow and staff, and 20 is the highest we can get. Once it drops, those 20 levels, which is going to be max currently for us, is going to be converted to 80 out of 200. And so having each level is a mastery point too. So I'll basically have 80 points in bow, and 80 points in staff. Or because the levels are combined, I could actually put 160 points into bow and kind of divvy it up that way if I wanted to, right? I could do 180, 80, 160, 160, you know, whatever thresholds I'm trying to beat. Like if I want a little bit of bow but want more staff, because I'll be honest, staff looks a lot more promising. But yeah, so it's gonna be a lot harder to grind, because there's gonna be those players that want max mastery levels. Imagine hitting 20, because I'm sure a lot of people have, especially the early access people. Imagine hitting 20 in 2 of your weapons, and then just for those max levels to be converted to 80 out of 200. How long it takes, you know, just to get to where we're at right now. Like we're already almost 4 months into this game, and I'm only at level 19 for my weapons.
Yeah.
So if I'm not even getting half of that level with this new system. So that's gonna be the grind, the biggest grind right there. Is to getting all of those, because you have to level up each weapon, right? You don't have to use the weapon. The mastery dues that we have access to right now are going to be turning into a different type of currency, where when we get them as a reward for like doing contracts and stuff like that, we can actually take that currency and choose choose what weapon to throw the experience, like basically taking the training due, instead of having to like equip the weapons and then click the training due and then it goes to the weapons. You can actually go and decide how much you want to put in which weapon to level up the weapon.
Gotcha.
So that way you can level them up like individually if you wanted to, or just dump it all into like your main weapons if you wanted to.
Yeah, that is annoying. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, huge. But that's going to be the biggest grind, I think, instead of gear. I think that's going to take a while to be leveling up.
Cody, congrats, man.
Because I think the current
Congrats. That's huge
level
for you.
For the passives that they have that you can unlock in the game are 860. So getting all of your weapons up, or at least most of your weapons up to at least 8 to basically add up to 860 is going to be a long road, I feel. And the benefit of leveling up these, you know, getting, because there's going to be certain thresholds.
So stoked
like
for you,
Welps
Cody. I know you needed
Cannon
that,
did
man.
too,
Congratulations.
But Welps posted a video, or not a video, he streamed it, and he was going over some of the unlocks that you get for hitting, like, I think it's 120 is like the first, and then the next one is like 240, and then it like doubles every time, and then once you get to like 860, you basically get like new passives like every threshold based on the total level of your weapons. And they can be, some of them are like kind of like mediocre, like the earlier ones, but then the later ones become like a lot more game changing. For example, one of the extra passives you get for, again, the full addition of all the levels of your weapons, I think he was showing one at level 160 or 120 or something like that. One of the passives that you can throw on, because you could have a total of 4, but one of the passives you could throw on your bar, an extra passive, give it on top of your 8, so you can have a total of 12. Is when you heal somebody below 30%. So this would be good for, say, like Charisma healing you, for example. If you fall below 30% and she heals you, it procs a small fountain of life underneath you, and then it's got a cooldown of like I think like 30 seconds or something like that. But just doing something like that to keep you up if both of your fountain of lives are down, because if you're both running Templar, I imagine like that's not going to be an issue, but to have that like extra fountain of life to proc, it would be really nice. So Just little things like that. There's another one for DPS where if you use like 10, I think it's like 10% of your mana, it fires off a mini meteor to hit your target. So like for staff users, we have our meteor spell. It's going to be like a smaller version of it, and it's got a 5 or 6 second cooldown. But it's like every time you use 10% of your mana, your max mana, it basically just like fires down a little mini meteor. So that's going to add to the DPS of like taking out bosses and stuff like that. But one of the things I wanted to mention to you that I know that you're going to like, and a lot of people are going to like, is how we do inner server battles, and we have to fight the bosses, and it shows you your contribution on the right.
Yep.
Oh shit, did I lose fire?
No, I'm here. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was muted. I'm here.
So you know how we have the
Contribution
list on the right hand side in the inner server? So they just added that for Korea in conflict bosses. So that way in arc bosses, so field bosses and arc bosses, they basically add a contribution list for the guild to see where we're at on the list.
That's huge. Just for like standard conflicts.
Yeah, standard conflict arc
Yeah,
bosses.
that's
So
huge.
that way we like how the arc boss we did last night for Tevin. That way we know exactly where we are in comparison with Spacebound and who I know they're gonna leave soon, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, why is
feel
this a
like
thing for inner server, but it hasn't been a thing outside of inner server? Like this, I feel like this should have been a standard thing from the get-go. Seeing
it
contribution.
should have been. Absolutely, I 100% agree. But now that I've seen them add it for Korea, because I posted in TL Help of all the things that they got. I know a lot of those things we're not going to get because some of the things that they got is kind of like meant for the other side of the island, the other half of the map. They're T2s and whatever. But something like the contribution list is one of the biggest things. And it's not going to work that way for peace because, again, peace is individual. But for conflict, to know what we're doing as a guild, if we're falling off, if we're ahead of everybody,
It will also help you make better PvP decisions at conflicts. If you're too far behind, you need to go wipe other people out. As opposed to just guessing. Like, it should have always been this way. So I'm excited. Well, do you know when that's coming?
Well, they got it on the 15th, and I think we'll find out more information on the 21st with the Tico talk.
Yeah.
Because I think that, again, that's something that they could 100% give us with the new update with the mastery tree. So if they give us that, I think that's going to be a big game changer. And I don't know if that's going to scare or keep Spacebound or BBG. Not scare, but
they're not going to stay here. There's no way.
No, you don't think so?
Not a chance they're going to stay here. They are borderline quitting the game entirely. They're so bored here. The only reason they're here is because Spacebound is on timer. They cannot leave until after the next siege. So that's the only reason they're still here. That's it.
Next siege is in 2 weeks or a week.
Yeah, now
after this Sunday, right?
Exactly. So they will 100% be gone. AFO is only staying here out of loyalty to SB, so they could transfer already, but they're waiting to do it with SB. They're like, I'm 1,000%, not even 99%, 1,000% sure they're gone. They're gone. They're gonna leave.
Well, I think it's still going to be really nice if we do get that addition of the contribution list in conflict bosses. I still call it conflict. I don't mind it being called war. I just be like war bosses. I don't know. It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah, I like conflict more as well.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, right? Like war bosses. Let's go to war bosses.
That's what we were used to. Why change it? It was like everybody got like what it was. Nobody said like, I wish these were called something different. It's just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Calvin, welcome. KV says, I don't want them to leave. Yes, you do. Don't lie. You know damn well you want them to leave. Yes, they will absolutely leave. Hot Dog, welcome. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming to chill with me. Learning quite a lot about what's coming out here in the near future, but that contribution thing, oh man, that might be like my favorite thing I've heard, even over mastery, because that's gonna help us with our decisions. And for like my shot calls, I'll be able to make a lot better decisions based on that alone.
Right, because you may see a bunch of people, you're fighting back and forth, but if we have a good contribution, you kind of want to just poke at them and kind of like make us like run a circle around the boss to try and keep your contribution and keep your guys alive instead of pushing them in that could possibly wipe them and wipe your contribution. So
yeah, or forcing people to step out, which also wipes their contribution. So
yeah,
going into peace zone just puts you down to 0, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, other than a bunch of like minor changes, some things I found interesting. We're getting a coin bag. I don't know when. Hopefully, again, that's something that they could definitely give us. A coin bag would be really nice to take up less stash space. So basically, all of your dimensional coins, all of your salvation coins, and future salvation coins will be in their own separate bag, and it'll be unlimited. So it won't take up like any space at all. So that's going to free up a few slots, if not a handful. The other thing is some of the buff icons are going to change. So you notice how like our current buff icons are like blue and like our debuffs are red. I think debuffs are going to stay red, but the blue icons, mostly the food icons, is going to change. So like if you get
I think I heard you talking about this yesterday. Like,
oh, did you?
Yeah. Like, each food will have, like, in terms of is it related to mana? Is it related to attack, defense? Like, it'll be a little bit more easy to, like,
they'll all have their own color.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll all have their own color. I believe it's like attack is red, defense is teal. You have like any type of like health. And health regen is going to be green. Mana is going to be like a purple or indigo. And then you have like currency is going to be orange, and like utility, like things that like increase your like movement speed, for example, is going to be yellow.
Stop.
So, and the icons are going to change too. So they're going to be different little icons. So the icons are changing, and the color of the icons are changing. So you know exactly what buffs you have on you. Because it's a lot easier on the eyes when you color code things, because then you're like, oh no, like I don't have my attack buff on, let me eat more food, you know?
Yeah, it seems like they're a lot more focused on quality of life right now than like new, like big and new. Because I've been seeing people talk about how a tier 2 is probably coming out in March. It's a long time.
Yeah.
But quality of life is good and all, but it's not gonna change people from like reigniting their interest, and I think that's what the devs really need to prioritize right now, because people are quitting this game in very large numbers right now.
I think a lot of that has to do with like other MMOs that have come out. Like, not that Pantheon is going to be a MMO killer. That's more for like the old school like EverQuest gamers.
Yeah,
I really liked EverQuest back in the game, but
I mean, Ashes of Creation or whatever is another one that people are looking at.
Yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you still have people that are playing World of Warcraft for crying out loud, you know?
True.
And I think that game is just kind of over with, other than like the hardcore WoW servers. So, we'll see. Oh.
Which boss did you go to?
Physical got the Grand Alon. Nothing good, just the chess piece that Physical got. Good for him. So what do you think You think that they just need to just give us the other side of the map to keep the game going because people are losing interest, or
Yeah, well, they need to do something big. I know everybody's like resorting to T2 and like, yeah, that's the best option, but there needs to be some new content ASAP. I think T2 is, again, it's the best option, but that doesn't mean that that's the only answer. I can't believe I just got the Belt of Bloodlust. What the heck?
what do you mean?
I got that at Eridus.
Oh, you did. Nice. That's the other thing I'm really happy about, that they allowed you tanks to do contribution. Same thing with healers.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you go in with your PvE build and you have like a lot of aggro taunt abilities on, I've found that if you can maintain aggro, then that makes you the most likely to receive an item, because it's not even so like, yeah, damage contribution will help you maintain your aggro. So like if you have a good mix of damage and keeping aggro, I could be wrong, but I think that contributes the most. Is like, it's not about damage, it's about just keeping aggro for extended periods of time.
No, I 100% agree with you. And the reason why I agree with you is because my 3200 Templar alt, right? He's my alt. He's not super geared. He's mostly in blues and greens with like purple weapons. I did the same thing. I went to Nirma and I got the Nirma shield just for keeping aggro, because I know how to keep aggro.
That's what
well.
I was doing right there on Eridus, and I guess I got a Belt of Bloodlust out of it, so.
So that's, yeah, I think that's huge for tanks, you know? So if everybody's there to DPS and you're the only tank, there's a good chance that you're most likely, you know, because you're going to be on the highest contribution list with the DPS, with your aggro holders. So I think that's huge. Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, I did that for Excavator too. I went to Excavator and held aggro most of the fight, and I got the wand on my alt. And then I got I was like, oh, these would be really good on my Templar, but I was like, oh man, I don't really play my Templar enough to like, so I sold the wand, and I didn't sell the shield yet, but I would like to try and sell that. As much as I would love to use that for my ult, it's not really going to matter at this point, because he's mostly just a farming mule. He's not meant to just be all, because those are like best in slot for Templars, that wand and that shield. And I started laughing. I got them basically like 2 days apart, and I was like, how in the hell? And I was like, oh, nobody was there really tanking. And I was holding aggro in both fights, and I was like, okay, so this is the thing. So, yeah.
That's all I do now. I just try to hold aggro long enough to see if I can get loot. I don't have a great loot obtaining rate, like, to be honest, that's not great, but at least I'm able to get some stuff sometimes.
Hey, that Belt of Bloodlust is made up for all the times you didn't get it, right? But then you also have all those other things, you know? And with the new Mastery Tree, I'm sure there's other ways that you're going to be able to hold aggro. Because I only looked at the videos only went over the like specialization nodes, right? The ones that change your passives and how the way some of your skills work. But they didn't go over any of the individual ones to get there. So I know that there's going to be certain ones that are going to obviously increase like your attack, your defense, your health, your attack speed, movement speed, whatever. I imagine there's going to be some PvE ones that are going to increase your aggro, I would imagine. So that might change a lot. I think the game is definitely going to get a meta shift the minute it gets dropped, and it's going to be really interesting to see. I think you'll have fun too. I don't know if do you know what you're going to put points into? What are your, because even though like you probably have more points or levels in your shield and greatsword and not so much in your wand. Not that matters with the new system that's being dropped, right? Because you could have like level 20 shield and still use all of those 80 points that it's going to convert to and put it towards like your wand if you wanted to. Not that you would, but you know, having that option is going to be really nice. But what are you going to be spending your points into mostly? Shield, I imagine, first. But if you had
Yeah.
any extra points, are you going to go more Greatsword, or are you going to go more Templar, more Wand?
I really want to see if the meta shifts at all. I think like one thing that's not going to change unless they completely remove abilities is I think Crusaders are just right now more important than Templars, but they obviously both have their roles on the battlefield. But if you had to pick one, or if I had to pick one, I would definitely go Crusader, purely from like literally one ability, and that is Blood Devotion. So, you know, with Templars not having that makes them less viable GVG tanks. So that's where I would stand. As long as that stays the case, and you know, Templars don't get an ability like that, like maybe that happens down the road, maybe maybe an ability is added to make Templars more viable, but right now the main thing they can do is just take a bunch of damage on themselves and heal themselves and others a little bit. But yeah, I think they're a good kind of in between tank and healer, but not fully committing to one side. I don't know. I think makes them not as viable as just a Crusader or just a healer with like a bow or a staff, for example. But I don't know.
I think they'll become a lot tankier. I think because
I
that's the
still
whole
think they're
point,
really
that they were-
important, but I just don't think, I wouldn't say like I would prefer it, is all I'm saying, over like, you know,
I
over a
agree with
Crusader
you.
or healer.
No, I agree with you. I think that's what the new mastery tree is going to do. Just by looking at it, they're making Crusaders more tankier than Templars.
Let's
Templars
go.
shouldn't be. Templars should not be as tanky as they should be. And with the new mastery trees, for example, there's this thing called Vital Force that you guys get. I forgot what it does exactly for Greatsword passive. What does it do? It gives you like more. What does it do? Like more damage based on your health or something like that? But actually, I could probably check. Let's see.
I don't remember what the names of them, I just know.
Vital Force, it's a passive. I'll check real quick. I don't know. You could probably check faster than me, but I'm gonna check right here. Hold on. Vital Force. Okay, so it increases hit chance, skill damage boost, and stun chance per max health. Okay, so hit chance, skill damage, and stun chance per max health. But if you take this specialization in Greatsword, the effect of Vital Force changes to evasion, stun resistance, and skill damage resistance. So instead of being an offensive passive, it becomes a defensive passive. So you get more evasion, more stun resist, more skill damage resistance, which is huge. Which is that right there makes Crusaders more tankier, especially the skill damage resistance. So, for example, Vital Force gives you, what is it? It's only 0.07 skill damage boost. So instead of skill, it'll give you 0.07 skill damage resistance, and then for stun chance, it's 0.425. So it'll be stun resistance 0.425 per 100 health. And I imagine with Tier 2 coming out, you guys will be able to hit 30k, because it says up to 30k on the skill. So I don't know, you'd have to like pull out your calculator, right? Let's see, what is like, let's just say you hit 30k. Right, so 30 was it times 0.07. So that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. No, that's broke. That can't be right. Am I doing this right? That can't be right. Am I doing this right? Is it multiplication? Multiplying? No. Yeah, it is. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. These numbers can't be right. Or maybe they are. So, 0.0... No. 3,000? 100 of max health, 100, about 30,000, right? It's 300, so 300 times 0.07. Doesn't seem like a lot.
Cold says, man, it sounds like the devs are setting themselves up for some field days for some future balancing updates. They're going to have so much fun doing that. I don't know. I think mixing things up sometimes and like reshifting power isn't a bad thing.
Absolutely.
It makes other classes more viable and balances things out. But in any game, especially MMOs, that you do that, you're gonna run into the problem where somebody gets OP, and that's just the balancing act that you play in these games. Like, it's just what it's like, you know. Like, I don't have a problem with it personally, but I don't know. Obviously, I say that now, but then there's gonna be something that affects my class, and I'll be like, F this. But regardless, you know, it's part of the game, and it at least mixes things up to make them somewhat interesting, I think.
Oh yeah, so here's another one, right? So Da Vinci's Courage, Da Vinci's Chill, Blood Devotion, and Devoted Sanctuary increases all defense of their targets by 400. So that right there just lets you know that those two skills make you more tankier. And then there's other ones like there's this one called Passion. It's called after using Greatsword mobility skills. It restores 5.5% of the damage you deal for 3 seconds. So that right there is kind of like more like an offensive Crusader or an offensive Greatsword user. I think that's something like if they're basically trying to, after they use like a what's that one, Strategic Rush, then for 3 seconds any damage they deal they get 5.5% of that damage dealt back as health, which is nice. But the other two skills definitely scream more tankiness for the sword and board build. Let's see what other ones that they got going on here. Oh yeah, so here's another one. Vital Force, the passive I mentioned that stops at 30k. With this new passive or new addition, you can increase that limit to 40k. So which means that'll increase that passive's bonuses by another 10,000 HP, which is really nice. Victor's Morale. What is that word? Victor's Morale. Dealing damage with a skill restores health and mana. Okay. Interesting. So even more health gain. Okay. Do you use any Greatsword charge skills as a Crusader?
Only in my arena build, not in my GVG.
Oh, okay. I don't know if this might not be that useful for you anyways. It might be more useful for the Greatsword Spear build or Greatsword Dagger build. But it says if you use any charge skills, your collision and stun resistance increases by 330 during the Greatsword charge skills. So like if you feel like somebody's coming in with like a stun or a collision, or you feel like you're going head on with another Greatsword user, you're less likely to get stunned or collisioned as you're colliding into them. It's interesting, but Yeah, I think definitely more on the defensive side. They're making you guys more tanky for sure. Because for wand users, I think wand users are just getting a buff to their offense, really.
Well, tier 2 weapons are,
I think
or
wand
tier
is
2
going to
wands
be
are really
change
good
the
for
There's gonna be.
heals.
I feel like we're going to see a lot more blighters, a lot more. What are they called? Shadow blighters or whatever.
Dark blighters, yeah, which is good because they're really, really important to PvP. There's so few of them.
They are. I've been wanting to see. I was like, I have not been slept in like the longest time.
It used to be a huge thing, and then all of a sudden, nobody was doing it anymore. And I mean, honestly, it doesn't seem like the most like gloriously fun build, so I get that, but it's still really important.
Oh, it's gonna change. Like I feel like if nobody plays it, I might switch to it. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea of sneaking. The sad part is that at that point I would have to. I'd want the Tevit wand because the Tevit wand, with everything that they're showing in the new tree, the Tevit wand is going to go so hard for these offensive wand builds.
True.
Because it's basically not the wand itself, but just the skills. If you look at the wand skills that they're coming out in the new tree, you're basically doubling the damage. So if you gave them a Tevit wand on top of that, like you're amplifying that double damage. So it's gonna make them explode. Like just go in, sleep, and then just like bomb everybody. The bombing is gonna be doubled easily with everything that's coming out. It's gonna be insane. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more fun to see too. Because then a lot of people are gonna be like, oh no, what resistance do I have to build towards? Do I build towards sleep now? Because like I don't want to get slept and get bombed, you know? Do I have to build towards what's the other one? More stun, more because Korea was in a collision resistance meta, and with this new tree drop, it's almost like you kind of have to like pick and choose now what you're going to have to be building towards. Like, do you need to have more stun and collision? Do you need to have more sleep or fear? I don't think fear is really a big issue right now. I haven't seen anything that helps fear, and the only thing that can fear you is Spear's like little death from above ability, which according to most spear users they don't use anyways. So like having fear resistance is kind of like not useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, right here, it's not even one of the epic nodes. It's actually a basic node, but it's in like the third. So there's like 3 tiers, and then there's the main honcho. Like there's 3 different tiers to get through before you get to the final tier, which the final tier is the epic unlock, and you can only have 2 epics out of the 4 in that tree. But for wand users, it's called Disciples Rage, right? And basically it turns your Swift Healing, your Clay Salvation, and your Fountain of Life, and they change to Corrupted Obliteration, Slothful Cage, and Obliterating Swamp. And so basically all of those healing abilities become offensive abilities, which I think is going to be really that's what's going to shift the meta, right? Because imagine like the AoE potential that we already have, you know, being able to change that, being able to change that, and like especially in choke points. So say like, I don't know, Throne. Let's just use Throne as an example. Like Throne has got like a good amount of choke points. Being able to throw like a Fountain of Life, which is now being called Obliterating Swamp, to be an offensive. I imagine the color is going to change too, right? It's not going to be blue. It'll probably be like green or red. And just laying that down, and anybody that walks through it is just taking damage every second, is going to be really interesting. Or just hitting somebody with like a swift healing ability, right? Because you can toss it like 3 times. So just being like 1, 2, boom, 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 like right after another. Like I could just see people getting nuked incredibly hard. And the reason why I think Wand is going to be the MVP of this new drop is because of the lack of magic resistance. So when I say resistance, I mean like lack of magic endurance, and lack of magic evasion in a lot of people's builds. Because I feel like a lot of people's builds are surrounded more around range. I think
Melee
range
and
is the
range,
number one.
Both of those are
Yeah.
much higher prio than magic.
Yeah, because the only people that you have to fear when it comes to magic right now are staff users. You don't really have to worry about wand users because wand users, the only thing that they do, we don't have enough healers, I don't feel, and if for the most part. But even if they were to switch to damage right now, as the game as it is, their dots are very like underwhelming unless you sleep bomb people. So without the sleep bombing, their damage is kind of garbage, right? Like if you can't get a nice like group of 10 people and sleep bomb them, karmic haze them, and then explode them, you're not really doing much. And again, we don't really see a lot of people playing those builds because everybody wants their wand users to heal. They don't want them to run around and damage people.
Yeah.
But with this new addition, I think wand is going to I think wand is going to shift the meta. I think that's wand and spear dagger too, because dagger's getting a huge. They're getting a lot of, like you said, you've seen it. They're getting a lot of like improvements in their tree, which is gonna help a lot for anybody that uses daggers. Whether you're
The
like
more wands, the better. It makes us, even if they're damage wands, they can still use it to heal, and therefore it makes us. It makes it easier on the actual healers that we have to keep parties alive when there are more wands keeping themselves alive. So I don't mind the shift. We'll see how it goes, but I am gonna do some arenas here. So I'm gonna hop out. It's really nice to catch up, Goth.
You too. Have fun.
Later, bro.
Watch.
Joe, thank you for the like. Shwarmy, thank you for the like. I definitely want to do some arenas. I apologize. I definitely got carried away in conversation there. But welcome, Jackson. Let's catch up here, guys. I know I got really far behind. Lately I've been switching between my PvE and PvP builds mid-conflict, so this will help me make better decisions for sure. I don't usually switch build, but I also really can't as the tank of the party. Sounds like 21 an hour with weekly pay. I'm giddy right now. Weekly W. After 6 months bumped up. That's a really good bump up too in such a short amount of time. So does that mean you're no longer considering military? Is this something that you think will be easy to stick around with for that pay bump in 6 months, Cody? I really like my solo content, so I'm hoping when the new one-man dungeon comes out, I start feeling like getting back on that grind. Yeah, I mean, I think those were set for February in the roadmap, one-man dungeons, if I remember correctly. But, I don't know, like I've been saying, for me, what's gonna give me the kick I need is the server swap to a server that's gonna have a lot more PvP. That's what I enjoy the most and what I'm really lacking right here on this server. So I'm looking forward to dipping out here soon. Watching some RLCS scrims the other day. Looks like Alpha Kep and Arsenal are teaming up, and I can't remember the third. It was oh, you're testing me here. It's like an up and coming pro. It's not talk. It's I think it was Guh, actually. Like Gubberry? No, that's a coach. But I think it has a G in it. Walking around Phoenix aimlessly? Sounds like a blast, goat. I'm a Minecraft main now, only game that doesn't make me want to kill people. Never played Minecraft, never will. Prince, Scott, and Rager, thank you guys for the likes. Good afternoon, Sir Rager. No, not at all. It's great for the most part. I've been trying to learn a game engine myself, so knowing that they have a team capable of doing these things, because you know they know it'll have to happen. It's pretty incredible, and I'm sure they'll do a great job. I know for damn sure they won't let 12 years of development go to waste. They better not. Don't die. I'm not good at games like this because I don't be reading stats. Too many options. Yeah, I mean, there are, like the guy I was just talking to, there are a lot of options of people. There's a lot of knowledgeable people out there who can help make those decisions for you. Or you just look up online best builds so you know exactly what to use. But I personally, I kind of enjoy the ability to kind of come up with my own build. And I'm not really much into reading either, Schworm, but like the build I use is unique to me, and that may not make it the best, but it is what I came up with, and I like that, especially when it does well, you know, when I perform well in a battle or something like that. Anybody might be saying like super hard to kill that guy. It's a pride point. Hi, Prince. Back to my home away from home. Sorry I haven't been around much today. Had to get out and about for a while. You don't have to apologize, man. You gotta keep busy with something. Just sitting around twiddling your thumbs today. That's pretty abnormal for you, but make the most of it, because I'm sure here soon, Goat, you're gonna be right back to loads of hours on the road. Don't you butter me up, Rager. Make more chat levels? Chat RPG levels? I will check if that's even something I can do. Hold on. I don't think I can. Let's see. Not that. Not that. That's dual settings. That's management. No. Huh. I don't think there's anything I can do to increase that. 1550 miles? Sheesh. So from Arizona to where, Goat? Give me an arena. Give me an arena. You are lucky you are loved, Fire. I am. But you are too. 11 p.m. meeting? I know, but most of us are West Coast. I'm sorry, but it's one of the most important meetings we'll have. Be careful. What a name. They don't have a healer or tank, so they're gonna hit hard. Why would you pop your heal already, bro? are you coming for me, bro? I'm the tank. Not smart. You're nuked. W. I'm old, I have the get off my lawn attitude. You love me. We shredding. We shredding, chat. W. Upper Central Iowa. Wow. That is a hell of a trip. Cedar Falls, Iowa by Monday morning. Okay, so you have Friday to Monday to make that trip. I was gonna say, how long are they expecting you to... When are they expecting you to get there if you're leaving Friday afternoon? Seems doable considering how crazy you are with the hours you put in, the miles you put in. You should stream tonight. I'm gonna be bored, says Goat. I know, but I wanted to make sure I gave myself some off time, considering I'm streaming all 3 weekend days this week. But also have an important meeting with the group tonight to figure out the future of our guild, and I don't want that to be on stream. So that's not going to be something you guys would even want to watch, just me sitting there talking for an hour. Hopefully Turtle's streaming or something, Goat. Did you ever play Lost Ark? No, sir. But hi, Spoopy. Just want to let you know I'm kicking ass in this snow day tourney right now. Thank you for the update. Good job. But also, I'm gonna make a new snow day rule, like a food talk rule. Talk about it, you lose embers. Can I land in this tree?
Darkness.
Maybe, but I just totally missed. I'd creep an adventure. So that's your motivation. You just want adventures. I'm in the tree. I hate that this arena button is highlighted. I have no idea why. Lance in all caps. Snow day. Imagine. Gotta up my embers more to gamble. Hey, maybe you should start doing like, you know, gamble 1, 2, and 3. Get them embers up in preparation for this weekend. You know, you gotta. This is pretty close. Snow day. I had to wait till my game was over. I feel like I should charge 69 embers. In fact, I can make that an auto thing. Every time you say snow day, my bot can automatically deduct embers. Could be onto something here. Did get some of the... Okay, hold on. That massive command scooted my chat up. Did get some of the scrape burn requests for the auction house site working, but it's going slow. They have a very erratic system. Oh, you're fine. At this point, I think a lot of people have forgotten, so it'll be a surprise when it's ready. For some reason, the chat didn't show the ones I sent as Spoopy Shade, so I don't know what's going on. Ah, yeah, if you're on Facebook, that's going to happen. Pages don't come through on my multi-chat. Facebook pages don't. Can I on Twitch? Yeah, yep. You can do the Ember bets on Twitch as well. The snow day spam. Don't make me do it. All right? You know people are gonna... They're gonna be mad when they realize that they're losing embers because of you guys. Somebody's gonna come in here and be like, Fire, you hate snow day, right? What was the mode? And then they're gonna lose 69 embers. They're gonna be like, what the? And I'm gonna be like, blame chat. Their fault. Don't get mad at me.
Even if the weather is welcome.
I've never known anyone to be able to make you do anything. Fair.
Even if it's raining, it's good you're here. Leave your baggage with me and you can come and go as you please.
Three arenas in, 3 dubs already. Rosa, I am on a mega dead server. Hopefully for not much longer. Planning on transferring out. We're on NA West Asher. What about you? A friend request from Daniela 115. Who are you? Who are you? Maybe they want to join my guild. Nobody wants to join my guild, so might as well take the chance. Because there's nobody on this server to join any guilds. You're on Sanctum? What guild are you in? Because I'll tell you right now, Rosa. We're looking at Sanctum as one of our favorite transfer options. Just saying. What information can you give me? What guild are you in? I've already talked to guilds there. That are basically really wanting us to join their alliances. You just arrived there yesterday by accident. Did you just start a fresh character or what happened? How did you arrive there by accident? I want to gamble. Okay, hold on. Let me try to stock them up. I was making a build and accidentally switched servers. How can you? I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be mean. I promise. I just, how can you accidentally? Isn't there like a whole process you have to go through? And what server were you on? Let me see. Goat, I stocked some gambles for you. God, I don't know about that. Come on, die! Oh my gosh, this healer is nuts, dude. Our healer is nuts. Wow. Damn, that miss. Get over here. No way I missed that. Why can't I use my trinket, man? We had a very, very good healer. I'm from Lunar, so I got no guild. And freaking quit? You're gonna quit the game? I mean, we might go to Lunar. Or sorry, Sanctum. But there are plenty of guilds there. What weapons do you use? Do you use Discord? What's your CP? I mean, we might have room for you when we transfer. Oh, there's not a roll method on Twitch, Goat. That's right. Babe, what do you mean you weren't even in there? Goat, do you want me to give you embers on hold on. So, but you shouldn't have bought a second one on Facebook because you already bought one on Twitch. I could have just given you the winnings on Twitch as opposed to Facebook. But we need to figure out a way to roll on Twitch chat because that's a Facebook thing, not a MyBot thing. So how do you want to do this? In fact, roll a second time. Roll a second time for the one that you bought on Twitch. Roll on Facebook. I'm not spicy, babe. I love PvE, so I use Greatsword and Staff. We do a lot of, I mean, we have PvEers, but we do a lot of PvP is our main thing. But again, there's plenty of guilds there that you can find a home with, Rosa. What guild are you coming from in Lunar? What guild were you in there? Because I also know Lunar. Don't even invite me, then use another pocket healer. I have time for one more. Come join me. I love you, babe. So, I mean, you could choose though, Goat. Do you want me to send the embers to your Facebook or your Twitch? Because you won one. You won 10K for one of them. Where do you want them? I got you. Well, Rosa, I don't think you should quit because you did an accidental transfer. You can always find another guild. And I think that would be a good idea if you're wanting a PvE guild. There's actually a lot of PvE guilds there. Less PvP guilds there. So it'll still be a good fit for you. You might as well try to have fun while you're there for another 28 days. Send them to Twitch. Okay. Twitch. Goat. Need to accept this real quick. There you go, Goat. We got a space bound. Free win. One of them quit. Well, we'll take a free W. Don't really want it that way, but we'll take a free W. So just remember, Goat, if you're buying the gambles on Facebook, then that's decreasing your Facebook embers. So it's like you're losing the gamble on Facebook by transferring the embers over to Twitch. As long as you know that, I have no problem continuing to do that for you. Hard not to when that's pretty much all the end game content. I really enjoyed learning the game with my Spellblade, but boy do I love killing people. I still have a soft spot for Spellblade. I think it's a very, very good PvP build. But I think it's pretty obvious that, you know, Liberator's kind of taken over. I do wonder though, and maybe you can tell me, what's more viable for Arena? Because I know Liberator, you need to have that bow for GVG flash waves. But for you don't need flash waves in Arena. So what do you think is better? Another W over to Twitch, Goat. Got you. Yeah, you are stacking them up on Twitch now. 76k. Still having a hard time figuring out what you're doing. If you wanted me to try to explain, I could. But think about it like 1v1s, 2v2, 3v3. Like that's the arena that I'm doing is a 3v3. And you know, in games like this, it's based on role. So you have tanks, aka people who are meant to take, you know, a lot of damage. They don't necessarily deal a lot, but they're tough to kill. You have your healers, which is self-explanatory, and then DPS, which stands for damage per second. The people that fall in between. They aren't very good at taking damage. They don't heal, but they deal the most damage. And so games like this are broken up into those roles. And when you go into an arena, the likelihood of success obviously depends on, you know, gear and skill, but also the composition of those roles. And this game prevents you from, for example, the arenas, you can't have 3 tanks or 3 healers. You can't do that. But this PvP aspect is one of my favorite aspects of the game, if not my favorite. Liberator, dude, that self-sustain is pretty nice, and I have 3 CC abilities in case I need to buy time. 3! Jesus. I mean, the daggers do give you that stealth ability, though. The teleport ability. Like, there is still a lot of good stuff to the daggers for Spellblade, but... just kick ass and take names. How about that? Yes, sir. I like that. Maybe while I'm stuck here in Sanctum, I'd be upgrading to healer. You'll be all over me. True. True. I mean, like I said, we're probably heading there pretty soon. If you would rather wait to join us, we definitely could use healers. We're on a very dead server right now called Asher. And we need to get out. We need to get out. But we have been top 5 pretty much the whole time here on this server. Anyways, that is my cue to head on out of here. I am hungry, guys. I am hungry. I am going to go eat. That's it for today's streams. I'll be back tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. EST. We'll do RCS Watch Party, Gambling Embers, Betting Embers. We will do a nighttime stream. That'll be a battle. I'll stream a battle for you guys. So yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow twice. Lots of streams tomorrow, but that's it for today. I appreciate you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you, and see you next